What's up, responsible day traders? Today is Friday. It's Friday, October 2nd, 2020. Lindsay Duff here, and this is Responsible Day Trading. All right, so I traded today, even though I said I wasn't going to. That happens sometimes. But I didn't record again. Let me tell you guys, recording takes a lot of time with the editing process. So sometimes it's a nice little break not to record. Plus, I had some things that I knew were coming up and I would have to take some time off between to answer these calls and such. So I figured it was just better to go ahead, trade, and share with y'all what happened today. So let's go take a look at it. Okay. So today I took 5 trades. So the first trade I took was right in here. I took a long trade and I was waiting, anticipating this to go up, and it just pulled back a bit deeper. It happens sometimes like that. It really did give me clear signals that it was going to pull back further. And what we'll do is we'll put a line on here so we can see it on all the charts. Now, we did see reasons for this to go up. It just needed to give me a little bit more of a pullback. Now, once that happened and it pulled back a little bit further, I went ahead and took another long trade. With the pullback, the slowdown, it was finally time. My first contract, I took out the 4 points. My second one came out in 2 different places, because remember, it's 2 different contracts. I have started moving it to +2 ticks. The reason for the +2 ticks is that I believe with commissions, it's just a little bit smarter to have +2 ticks and try and snag a point on that last one. But this one gave me 2 ticks and a tick on the third contract. So as it pulled back a little bit more right in here, it gave me a really quick opportunity to enter. My stop was right behind this area. Took my first target of 4 points. The next one I pulled out as it was pulling back down and took 2.5 points out of the last 2. So 1.25 points on the last 2. As this moved along, we got us another short trade that happened right here. And guess what happened with that short trade? I had to be very quick on the draw with that. I got my first 2 points right as it hit the area that I was saying, maybe this is pushing down hard enough to continue down. I was really expecting this to push back to the downside. I did not expect it to pull all the way back up here like it did. And we'd started to see a little bit of the rollover here. So I tried the last shot at it. And whenever it pulled back, I was moving my wrist just down little by little. And I believe I hit close on that one actually and didn't let it pull all the way back, and took 1.5 points, because with the EMA starting to open up, being above the 0 line, this little roll, I was expecting it to work, but when it started pulling up, I said, forget about it. We're going to go ahead and get out of here. So as this pulled up higher in this area, I still was expecting the short, and I saw all these happen, but I tried to grab right in here, couldn't get it. I tried to grab right in here and couldn't get that as well. So what I did grab was way down here. So we can see that next trade, because I did actually have, I stepped away for a little bit during this. Whenever this pulls back at this point, I believe I chased it a little bit. I believe my risk, and I can look and tell you actually where my risk was. If I got in at 28, 29.25, right at this bar at the high. So not at the best of places. It gave me a little bit of a spot to carry it behind on the 233. And I did move my wrist back here and back here. So the first contract, 4 points, our first 2 contracts took me out at 4 points, moving my wrist behind these areas. Next one took it out at 3.5. And then the last one, as it pulled back a little bit, I was just moving my wrist in by a little, took 4.5 off of there. So that left me with 5 trades, 1 loss, 4 wins, 23.75 points. That's how my day went. Not a bad day. It's been a pretty good week, actually. I know it's not the ES, and I'm getting the MES points off of that. I'm learning a little bit about how I want to manage these trades. I'm definitely going to be putting in a 2 tick stop instead of break even, just to kind of play off of the commissions just a little bit, because those commissions will start to hurt a little bit if we don't have just a little more. So I did the +2 ticks. Should I have gotten out of some of those a little earlier? Maybe, but I didn't. So, all right, guys, that is going to end up this week. I hope that everybody had a wonderful week. And as always, I look forward to catching you on the profitable side. I love y'all being here with me, so please like and subscribe so we can spend a little more time together.